absolutely. And, you know, the third ward is approaching an election because after the passing of Councilman Quincy Murphy, you know, we have not had a council person for the last 8 months in violation of the city charter. But now the voters get an opportunity to do that. You can do a write-in candidate. Don't believe them when they tell you that you cannot if they're telling you that, but you can do a write-in candidate. You do have a write-in candidate, LaShawn Johnson. If you can't spell it, you can make the attempt. The law says a valid attempt to spell the name is a good attempt, and that vote will be counted as a write-in candidate. You have to be able to use your vote to be able to align yourself with people of like thinking that's going to advance your level of thinking. I grew up in the third ward. I still have my family home in the third ward. And so understanding with that and what we need to do, we need to make sure we do what we can do to be able to advance our level of thinking. A write-in candidate is a valid ballot. You can make your write-in available. And I want to just tell you, don't let anybody steal one of the greatest American rights away from you, and that's the right to vote. Go out there and cast your vote in the third ward. A write-in candidate, LaShawn Johnson, is there to be available to be voted for. I spoke a couple weeks ago about the death threats that me and my family had to undergo, and it was lodged by individuals that was secured to be able to provide these death threats, and it was in a political way. We've seen in city council where guns are pulled or police officers are assaulted. We've seen this poverty happen, but we have to stop this slide now. And Pastor Pettigrew, I throw this to you because you put together the faith-based organization and the pastors that says enough is enough and let's stop it. But definitely, you have to look at the initiators and those that are attracting these type of elements, because the person who threatened my life and my family's life was brought here from a different state by another elected official to be able to try to implement terrorism in our community. And we see that in the state of Minnesota, I think it was 2 politicians killed because somebody knocked on their door and killed them. On a federal level, Nancy Pelosi, the former Speaker of the U.S. Congress, her husband was attacked. Somebody coming to their door. We see these things far too often. And we put about $6 billion of American Rescue Plan dollars toward the repairs of roofs in the homes of residents inside the city of Flint. And these programs are set up for those that have a level of difficulty trying to get a very expensive roof repair. The asset of a home is probably the largest investment that we have, the biggest asset we have. But roofs cost anywhere between $11,000 and $20,000, depending on the size of your home. And sometimes with an aging community or people that are on fixed incomes, they don't have the resources. So those dollars are aimed toward those individuals that cannot afford it. Not just because you say, I want a new roof, we're going to get it, but that these programs and these dollars are aimed to it. We had partners like Metro Housing and Habitat for Humanity that came in to specialize in that activity. But on that additional needs, we saw the need that we took it back in the house, and also with our partners, because there's so many homes out there that needs it, we had to be able to accommodate this on another level internally to help get these things done. And so we have it internally, and we have the lead of that program. We have Makisha Lauren on the line with us, and she was a worker in the city of Flint, and she's put together a program, and they're repairing roofs every week inside the city of Flint with local contractors to be able to provide this work. Makisha, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mayor. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Go ahead and really just quickly just tell them about the program, because the residents were already selected from all 9 wards of the city of Flint. Only 4 council people participated in the activity, but all 9 wards were equally represented with a roof repair program for those who had applied. And so, but go ahead and tell them a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this initiative has been making a real difference in all of our resident lives, and the numbers of it just tell the story of the applicants that applied for the program. So we currently have 6 dedicated contractors working hard across the city. So in total, we're serving about 54 residents. So far, we have 5 roofs that has been completely replaced, and then we are thrilled to announce that we have 27 roofs scheduled to begin the beginning of August, the first week of August. So overall, the feedback from the residents has been really positive. People are truly thrilled with the results. and it's been inspiring to see the impact of this program and what it's having on the neighborhoods. So today we have Lynette Spears on the call, and she is one of our residents who got a roof completely replaced. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Mrs. Spears, good morning to you, and congratulations on that. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing okay. As far as my roof, I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful that I was chosen.
Right. And, you know, a lot of times, Vanessa and Pastor Pettigrew, you know, though we put out a lot of effort to try to communicate with residents all throughout the city about these great benefits and these great programs that we have, we use media broadcasts, we use this radio broadcast, we use our websites, we try to get out there, but also you have 9 elected officials that represents sectors of the city, and it is their job to go out there and be able to educate people about the benefits of these programs in which we engage or partner or create programs. I know the job very well because I served on council longer than each and every one of the ones who are currently serving. So I have a unique experience as mayor because I have been in that seat. And so, Mrs. Spears, how did you learn about the program and to how to apply for the program?
Actually, I saw it online, and I was just scrolling, and I saw it, and I applied, and I met all the requirements, and I just prayed, and I got the phone call.
Well, that's it. Prayer works. Prayer works. And now, these are for programs that we're doing internally inside the city of Flint with the contractors that Makisha just stated. It is an addition to all the other programs that we funded from Habitat or Metro or those other providers. This is an addition. So this is just not the ones. I don't want people to say it was only a few selected. So who made your phone call, Mrs. Spears, to you to tell you that you have been selected for the roof repair program?
I cannot remember her name. I think she said she works in your office.
Okay. Makisha, do you remember?
Yep. It was Liddell, her council person, is the person who gave her a call.
So the council president, Dr. Liddell Lewis, made the phone call to you to let you know that you were awarded the opportunity to have you got a full roof replacement. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. That's wonderful work. And are you satisfied with the work the contractor's done?
I'm very satisfied, as well as my neighbors. They love it.
Well, and that's what we talk about, beautification, and also, you know, making sure that we can invest in our residents and making life more fruitful. And now, so Mrs. Spears, do you have any other thing that you want to share with us or share with the rest of the listening audience to be able to try to help them be engaged? Because what we want to do is let people know and help them understand really what is going on inside the city of Flint and how this program is impacting, you said, you and your neighbors, and how these programs are really moving for you. And this is our first time talking on the phone. I don't want people thinking that you know, I prepped you or primed you for this, but I just want to get your experience as a Flint resident.
Well, you had spoke on the trash cans, and that was another thing that was very appreciative. The trash cans was well needed.
Insurance company, they don't want to insure you if you have a bad roof. So now that we complete these levels of pieces, now I need to go in as a collective because it's in our city charter. It gives me the ability and our team the ability to go in and look at how to reduce these costs. But what I need is people of like thinking, collective minds coming together so we can initiate these things of the first, Vanessa. And and Pastor, they say, you know, people die because of the lack of vision and knowledge. We have vision here. We have the knowledge base, and we can go out and engage this. But now is the political seasons, and I call them PTDs, politically transmitted diseases, always gets in the way. It seems like, you know, and the elements and the spicy elements of anger, hate, and, greed, and racism still plays a part. But we need those and good residents like Mrs. Spears here to be able to speak up. And, you know, I've been saying it for, you know, a long time now, from the words of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. In the end, it's not the words of my enemies that I will remember, but it's the silence of my friends.